When you're building a web page, often you may not have the final images available during the time that you're creating the page. In cases like these, Dreamweaver allows you to insert image placeholders that take the place of the image temporarily and then allows you to drop in the final image when it's available. Let me show you how this is done. I'm beginning this video with the image_placeholders.html file already open on my computer. And what I've done for demonstration purposes is I've removed the image from this top section that we are going to use in this web page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to insert an image placeholder that'll temporarily take the place of that image. So I'm going to switch over to Code View and I'm going to navigate down to this div ID top. And currently that div is empty. But as you can see on my computer, it's at around line 84. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that my cursor is in between the opening and closing div tags. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here to the Common tab of my insert bar. And what I'm going to do is the seventh icon from the left. I'm going to click on the triangle to the right, and I'm going to choose Image Placeholder from the list. And what this is going to do is bring up a dialog that allows me to specify the parameters of this image placeholder. Now the first thing I can do is insert a name for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type happy_hour. I can't use spaces in the names of the image placeholders, so you have to use an underscore or something other than a space. And then for the width field, I know how big the image is going to be, but I don't have the image available yet. So in the width field, I'm going to type 886, and in the height field, I'm going to type 418. If you want to, you can choose a custom color to use for your placeholder. I'll go ahead and click on this icon here. Let's go ahead and use a dark green. That'll be good. And then if you'd like, you can enter some alternate text as well. So I'm going to type in here, happy hour image, and then we'll go ahead and click OK. Now you can see that in between that opening and closing div tag, it's inserted a standard image tag, but it's only inserting a placeholder. So let's go ahead and go to Design View and take a look at what this looks like. You can see that we have a big image placeholder available. And this gives me the opportunity to continue designing my web page without having the image yet, but still takes the place of the image itself. So that looks pretty good. Now, you might ask, well, what happens once I get the image? Well, actually, that's quite easy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down a little bit. I'm going to click on the image placeholder. And down here in my properties panel, we can see that the width and height is defined. My alternate text is here. And what I can do now is I can define a source for this image placeholder. Over here in my files panel, make sure that you're in your Chapter 5 site folder. And what we're going to do is we're going to open up the images folder, scroll down a little bit, and we have this image called Happy Hour. I'm going to swap out this image placeholder with an image. So I'm going to use this Happy Hour image. So the way that I'm going to do that is down here in the source field, I'm going to click on this button, which is Point to File. I'm going to click and drag, and I'm going to point over here to the Happy Hour image. I'm going to let go, and we'll see the placeholder has been swapped out for the image. We can also see, this is really what I like about Dreamweaver, is that the alternate text is retained and is now applied to this particular image. As you can see, image placeholders can be a valuable tool during the creation of a web page when the final images aren't available. Once the final images are available, you can quickly and easily drop them into position by using the Point to File button inside of Dreamweaver CS6.